Okay, so I'm looking at the feet in this video, and well, in particular the big toe and the big toe joints. Any work we do in the feet is going to have an impact in the rest of the body, particularly with your posture and how you walk and run, you know, how the knees tract. The big toes are crucial in organizing the body with those movements. So I will get started right away. Do use a soft surface. The first move is to tuck the big toe under and have the other 4 toes extended forwards. If there's not enough mobility in the foot to do this, you could, like myself, get a block, or you could roll up a towel or something and just have the other toes hanging forwards with the big toe on the towel. Eventually we want to take the bend all the way up to that first joint within the foot. You'll feel a lovely stretch in the front of the ankle, maybe up into the front calf muscles as well, those tendons, ligaments of the lower leg. And then we'll do it the other way. So we're tucking the toes under, having the big toe hanging out. So when you're starting, it might be nice just to have those toes as such, resting on the towel or your block. A block's quite nice, something soft, big toe hanging down, and eventually we want to take that bend all the way up to the first joint in the foot. As you're doing this, try and keep your knee above the ankle. So just do the other side, tuck in the big toe under, toes flat on or hanging down, toes just hanging down, and then the other way round, toes under, big toe hanging down. That's it. So we get into the front of the joints, really mobilizing the big toe joints. I've not finished there. The next move from here, so it's a little routine you can do maybe after a long run or a walk. So coming into a squat position, you want the toes tucked under. If you can sit right back and rest on the heels, then that would be, this is where we'll be working towards. But if it is too intense, then lean the weight forward. Take some of the weight out of the feet and just go to where you can bear that pressure. So we're really, again, just really opening up the back of the toe joints. Our next move, and I'll sit down for this, I wouldn't advise doing it on a floor or hard floor. Again, you can roll up a towel, but we want to get into the front of the ankle, and so maybe you can just lift up your knee. Lifting up the knee, stretching into the front of the ankle. Of course, lifting up the other knee. And if that is too intense, then you can put the block down, resting the top of the feet on the block and sitting back in this way, which will stretch into the front of the ankles a bit more gently. Again, you know, be careful of just dumping the weight straight down into the feet. Lean forward first, keep the weight out of the feet. You can walk the hands back and just see how much pressure you can bear there as we stretch the front of the ankles. If all of this is too much, if your toes aren't that mobile, then feel free to use your hands. You can pick up the foot. We're sending the big toe in one direction, pulling the other toes back in the opposite direction. When you do this, try and keep the foot straight. So make sure, you know, that the knee is lining up to maybe the second and third toes, that you're not twisting your foot out of alignment, and you can play around, just sending the toes one way, big toe the other way, 4 toes, and do it the other way. To get into the other stretches, then you can pull the foot forward, press the foot down with your knee up, pressing the foot down, pulling all the toes back. And again, just be aware of the alignment and the knee and those second and third toes, and we don't want those too far out of alignment with the knee, so you get that nice stretch into the front of the ankle, into the back of the ankle, across all of those joints in the toes. And that's what you can do to help keep not only your feet healthy, but the knees tracking correctly, your posture on point, and your feet happy.